Hey everyone, and welcome back. Like many of you, I believe butter is the heart of the kitchen. Top restaurant chefs know that high-quality butter is their not-so-secret secret to incredible dishes. But when you're standing in the dairy aisle, faced with a wall of choices, European, organic, grass-fed, how do you know which one is truly worth your money? Not all unsalted butter is created equal. The right one can elevate your cooking, while the wrong one can let all your hard work fall flat. So today, we're taking all the guesswork out for you. We bought 12 of the most popular unsalted butter brands you'll find in grocery stores across America. We brought them to room temperature and tasted every single one, both on its own and on a classic English muffin, to rank them from worst to absolute best. This ranking might just surprise you. Is that old faithful brand in your fridge actually at the bottom of the list? Let me know down in the comments what your current go-to brand of unsalted butter is. Now let's dive right in, starting with number 12. 12. All right, kicking off our list in the number 12 spot is a familiar face, Breakstone's unsalted butter. I'm willing to bet you've seen this bright red box in the dairy aisle 100 times. Breakstone's has been around since 1882, so it has a long history. And I'll be honest, I've grabbed it plenty of times myself, especially when it's on sale. It gets the job done, but does it do anything more? When we tasted it, the first thing we noticed was the color. It's one of the palest of the bunch. And the flavor? Well, it was pretty mediocre. It's not bad by any means, but it's certainly not memorable. It has an interesting little tang to it that could almost confuse you into thinking it's salted. It's not, and that little bit of sharpness feels a bit out of place. It just lacks that rich, creamy, pure flavor you look for in a quality butter. Breakstone's is the wallflower at the party. It's there, but it doesn't make an impression. It'll be fine in recipes where butter isn't the star of the show, but if you're making shortbread cookies or a delicate butter sauce, this one will likely let you down. That's why it's landed in our number 12 spot. So what about you? Have you ever grabbed this red box, maybe when it was on sale? Let us know what you've used it for. Up next, let's see which brand did just a little bit better at number 11. 11. Coming in at number 11, we have a brand that needs no introduction, Land O'Lakes. This has been a staple in American kitchens for generations. Chances are this is the butter our moms and grandmas used. And there's a reason for its popularity. Land O'Lakes is America's #1 selling butter, and they have mastered consistency. You always know exactly what you're getting when you buy it. So why does it rank above Breakstone's? Simple. It's smoother. It doesn't have that out-of-place tang we noted in our number 12 spot. Instead, you get a straightforward, classic, mild butter flavor. Now, the flavor is still very subtle. It's not going to knock your socks off with complexity. The real strength of Land O'Lakes is in its texture. What it lacks in flavor excitement, it makes up for with a reliable creaminess. Land O'Lakes is the dependable workhorse of the kitchen. It's a great all-purpose butter for everyday baking, where you need a consistent fat that won't overpower your other ingredients. It's reliable and familiar. It's a small step up from Breakstone's, but we still have a long way to go on our list. I'm really curious to know, was Land O'Lakes the butter you grew up with? Let us know in the comments if this brings back any memories. Now, on to number 10. 10. For our number 10 spot, we have the very popular organic brand, Organic Valley. You see the word organic, you see the higher price tag, and you think, is it worth it? Well, we're here to find out. Right off the bat, you can see a difference. This butter has a richer, more golden yellow color than the previous two. And when it comes to texture, it's a definite step up. It's ultra creamy and dense, giving it a very luxurious mouthfeel. That's the main reason it beat out Land O'Lakes. But here's where things get a little strange. The flavor is a letdown. It's very muted. The butter taste seems to take a minute to even show up. And then there's the aftertaste. It has a note that is oddly reminiscent of movie theater popcorn butter. A little artificial, which is the last thing you expect from an organic product. Organic Valley is a battle of extremes. You have a fantastic, rich, luxurious texture that's being held back by a weak flavor and a slightly bizarre aftertaste. Even though it's free of GMOs, hormones, and antibiotics, we just don't think the flavor justifies the premium price. So I have to ask, what's your take on organic butters in general? Do you think they're worth the splurge? Let us know your thoughts below. Now let's see if number 9 is a bigger step up. 9. All right, climbing up the ladder to number 9, we have a butter that finally brings some real character to the table. Vital Farms. This isn't just about the butter, it's about the philosophy behind it. Vital Farms is famous for putting animal welfare first. Their cows are pasture-raised, and the company affectionately calls them the girls. They believe that happy cows make better butter. And folks, you can absolutely taste that philosophy in the final product. This butter is a complete departure from the milder ones we've tried so far. It has a beautiful complexity, an earthy, almost grassy note to it, but it's balanced by an incredible creaminess. With a significantly higher 85% butterfat content, it's silky smooth, and the flavor seems to deepen as it melts in your mouth. But that big personality is also why it's sitting at number 9. Think of it this way. This butter is a star player, not a quiet team player. It is fantastic when you want the butter's flavor to shine, like on a good piece of crusty bread. But its distinctive taste might just overpower a delicate baking recipe. It's delicious, it's ethical, but it's a little less versatile. This brings up an interesting question. Do you prefer a butter with a strong, unique character, or do you stick to a more neutral, all-purpose butter for your cooking? Let me know your philosophy. Up next, number 8 awaits. 8. Moving from one ethically minded brand to another, at number 8, we have one that was a truly delightful surprise. Nellie's free-range unsalted butter. This was a new one for me, and I was seriously impressed. With its charming purple packaging, Nellie's also focuses on happy, grass-fed cows, but the flavor is in a league of its own. It's incredibly decadent and feels carefully crafted, but what makes it stand out is a slight hint of sweetness. It's a very subtle sweetness that perfectly balances the richness of the butter. But the real secret weapon here, especially for you bakers, is the 84% butterfat content proudly printed on the box. For all the bakers watching, this is where you should really pay attention. Higher butterfat means lower water content. Less water means flakier pie crusts, richer cookies, and smoother sauces. That 84% isn't just a number, it's an upgrade to your recipe. Nellie's is a fantastic all-rounder. It has a unique, delicately sweet flavor, a dreamy soft texture, and high-performance specs that make it a star in baking. It's more versatile than Vital Farms and an excellent choice. I've got a question for all the bakers watching. Have you ever noticed a difference in your pies or cookies when using a higher fat butter? Share your experiences in the comments. Now, let's see what's waiting for us at number 7. 7. For number 7, we have an international entry that really made an impression. Smør, an unsalted butter all the way from Iceland. And let me tell you, even unwrapping this is an experience. It comes in this gorgeous green foil, like a little gift from the north. And the texture, oh, this texture is something special. It is so thick and dense, it's almost like spreading a soft cheese. This is a butter you can feel the weight and quality of. It's made from the milk of grass-fed Icelandic cows and meets that European standard of 82% butterfat. But what's interesting is that even with that incredibly rich texture, the flavor is surprisingly delicate and clean. It doesn't have the earthy notes of Vital Farms or the sweetness of Nellie's. It's a pure, gentle butter flavor. It's that combination of super rich texture and delicate flavor that makes Smør so unique. It would be an absolutely fantastic choice for creamy sauces or for finishing savory dishes where you want that luxurious richness without altering the overall flavor profile. And an incredible bonus, it's surprisingly affordable. I found it for under $4 for a nearly 9-ounce block, a true bargain for a high-quality import. Have you ever experimented with butters from other countries? Is there one that you absolutely swear by? Share your international finds down below. Now let's see what's in our number 6 spot. If you're still watching and finding these details valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave the number 6 in the comments below just to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing and ringing that bell so you don't miss a thing. Your support is what allows us to keep creating helpful content to inform and inspire you. Now let's get back to it. 6. Staying in Europe for our number 6 spot, we have another fantastic import, Finlandia Unsalted Butter. If you liked the idea of our last butter, Smør, for its texture, but wished for a bigger punch of flavor, then listen closely. This butter isn't just an ingredient, it's the main event. Honestly, if this were just a ranking of butters to eat straight from the spoon, Finlandia might be number 1. It is complex and loaded with flavor. You get nutty notes, creaminess, and a slight tang, all revealing themselves as it melts. It's incredibly rich and easy to spread, just what you'd expect from a premium European-style butter. When you put this on toast, the toast is merely a vessel for the butter. It is that good. Finlandia is a flavor lover's butter. It's the perfect choice when you want the taste of the butter to be the star. Just know that its distinct personality will show up in your dish, which can be a wonderful thing if you're ready for it. At around $5, it is worth every single penny. This begs a bit of a cooking philosophy question. When you cook, do you prefer your ingredients to be quiet team players? Or do you love when an ingredient like a flavorful butter completely takes over a dish? Let me know. Up next, we're breaking into the top 5. 5. And now we are in the top 5, folks. The best of the best. Kicking things off at number 5 is a butter with a special place in my heart, Vermont Creamery's Cultured Unsalted Butter. If you've never had cultured butter, let me explain. Before churning, they allow the fresh cream to culture, a bit like making yogurt or sourdough. That process develops this incredible, complex flavor before it's even churned. And the result is phenomenal. You get a bright, beautiful tang of buttermilk with sharp, nutty undertones. This isn't just a butter that feels creamy, it tastes creamy. It's truly unique and absolutely delicious on a good piece of bread. So why is it at number 5? It's an incredibly close race at the top. When we put it head-to-head with our next contender, it was just a hair less creamy. Its distinctive cultured tang, while amazing, also means it's not always the right choice for every single recipe. But make no mistake, this is a world-class butter. If you are a butter aficionado, you absolutely must try it. I'd love to know, have you ever tried cultured butter before? Are you a fan of that tangy, slightly funky flavor? Or do you prefer the classic sweet cream style? Let me know. Now, let's meet its very close competitor at number 4. 4. We just talked about an incredible cultured butter from Vermont. Now for the number 4 spot. We're staying in Vermont, but switching back to a classic sweet cream style with an absolute legend, Cabot. What if I told you that one of the world's best butters, one that could easily fool you into thinking it was some expensive hand-churned French import, is hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store for a great price? Well, that's Cabot. The first time I tasted Cabot, I was absolutely floored. It redefines creaminess. Despite having a lower butterfat percentage than some, it has this magical texture that is creamy, yet somehow light and airy. Compared to Vermont Creamery, it's that touch smoother and has a sweeter, more classic profile. And the flavor, the flavor is so bold and pure. It has a beautifully balanced, strong butter taste and a natural saltiness that makes other butters seem almost artificial in comparison. Cabot Creamery is the pinnacle of accessible excellence. It delivers world-class taste and texture for a price that is simply unbeatable. It's balanced, smooth, and reliably delicious. It's proof that you do not need to break the bank for true quality. The value you get is just phenomenal. It gets me thinking, do you have a go-to product, not just butter, that you feel delivers premium quality for a supermarket price? Share your best-kept secrets in the comments. Now, it's time to break into the top 3. 3. All right, folks, we've arrived at the top 3. These are the elites. And coming in at number 3 is the secret weapon of many professional chefs and bakers, Plugra. With its gleaming gold foil and a seal of approval from the American Culinary Federation, this butter just screams professional. But here's the twist. Despite being European style, it's made right here in the USA, in Kansas City, Missouri. So what makes it the choice of the pros? Performance. Slow churned with 82% butterfat, it delivers consistent results. Its thick, rich texture creates unbelievably flaky pastries and the most luxurious sauces. Its pure, powerful butter flavor elevates everything it touches, from croissants to creamy garlic mussels. Plugra is the connoisseur's choice. It is engineered for high performance, and it delivers every single time. If you're serious about your baking or cooking and want restaurant-quality results at home, this is the butter for you. It's the professional-grade product you can actually buy. The brand is confident with a slogan that says, "To taste the difference is to know the difference." I have a question for you. Does knowing that a product is trusted by professional chefs make you more likely to buy it? Or do you trust your own taste tests more? Let me know. The final showdown is next. If you're still watching and finding these details valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave the number 3 in the comments below, just to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing and ringing that bell so you don't miss a thing. Your support is what allows us to keep creating helpful content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's get back to it. 2. We have arrived at our number 2 spot. And folks, this one is truly special. I'll admit to a little bias here, as it's made in my home state of Maine, but believe me when I say this spot is more than earned. Meet Kate's Unsalted Butter. This isn't just butter. This is a labor of love. Kate's is a family-owned operation, and they make their butter fresh on site every single day. They use grade A cream from hormone-free cows and slow churn every batch. No additives, no shortcuts. And you can taste that difference. It is unbelievably creamy, almost like it was just hand-churned moments ago. But it also has a rare superpower. It is both incredibly rich and magically light and airy at the same time. That balance makes it absolutely perfect for everything. Baking? Perfect. Cooking? Wonderful. Just eating it with a spoon? Yes, absolutely.
It is that well-rounded and flawless. Kate's is living proof that when you make something with care and the best ingredients, the result speaks for itself. It has the taste and texture of an artisanal product because that's exactly what it is. For its slightly higher price, you're not just buying butter, you're supporting a family business and buying a product made with heart. This makes me wonder, how important is the story behind a product to you? Does knowing it comes from a family farm make it taste just a little bit better? Let me know your thoughts. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the #1 spot.
1.
Ladies and gentlemen, after all the tasting, it is time for the #1 spot. If anyone ever tells you butter is butter, they simply have never tried this. Our champion, the #1 unsalted butter is Kerrygold Pure Irish Unsalted Butter. Everything about Kerrygold is just on another level. It starts with the color, a deep, vibrant yellow that comes from the milk of Irish cows grazing on carotene-rich grass. It makes other butters look pale in comparison. Then there's the texture, velvety smooth. It melts in your mouth in a way no other butter does. But the real magic is the flavor. Somehow, Kerrygold tastes more like butter than butter itself. It is rich, complex, with a slight tang and a lingering nutty finish. It redefines what butter can be. Kerrygold isn't just a butter, it's an experience. It surpasses all competitors in creaminess, flavor, and overall quality. Even Martha Stewart swears by it. Frankly, this is the one butter on the list that I believe is worth many times its price. It is simply the best.
And there you have it. From Breakstones at number 12 all the way to our champion, Kerrygold. I am dying to hear what you think. Do you agree with our #1 pick? Is there a brand we missed? Let me know everything in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this buttery journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time.